And I'm Dylan Black. Welcome back. Some great organizations are launching a resource this week aimed at helping out kids who have parents involved in the military. And two of the great organizations that are helping do just that are with us right now. First, we have Kim Hollihan, who's the Deputy CEO, Canadian Counselling and Psychotherapy Association. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Dylan.
And we also have Nora Spinks, the CEO of the Vanier Institute of the Family.
Hi.
Let's start with Kim. So tell us a little bit about, let's just give the abbreviation, okay? CCPA.
Yes, it's a lot easier.
Much easier for me.
Yeah, so we're a national professional association for counselors and psychotherapists. We have about 600,000 members across the country in every province and territory. Mm-hmm. Our members work in very diverse settings, so it could be K-12, post-secondary, community-based organizations, private practice. So as a professional association, we support them with a national designation program, the Canadian Certified Counselor, access to professional liability insurance, professional development opportunities, networking, etc.
Okay, how long has it been around for at this point?
Over 50 years.
50
we celebrated
years.
our 50th anniversary 2 years ago. Thank you.
So 52 years. Then
52,
let's be
yes.
precise about this.
Yeah.
Nora, and same question. I mean, so the Vanier Institute of the Family, or the VITF. You don't use that.
No,
right?
we don't use that. We don't
Just
use that.
To make it easier on me. How
Just
long have you guys?
the Institute.
The Institute. Okay. How long have you guys been around for?
We've also been around for 52
Really?
years, and we just we were set up 52 years ago now by the then Governor General Georges Vanier and his wife Pauline. And our role is to help understand families and how families impact society and how society impacts families and the economy.
Okay.
And so we've been around for a while.
Okay, so you two great organizations and some other ones as well have combined for this resource to help out kids. So maybe Kim, tell us about this resource.
Sure. So we had a few goals in this, the collaboration. First of all, I should mention that it's an initiative of our associations as well as the Canadian Military and Veteran Families Leadership Circle. So other key members would be Veterans Affairs Canada, Department of National Defence, Military Family Services. So we came together to develop this resource for school counselors. And we had a few goals for it. First of all, we wanted to ensure that that school counselors were aware of some of the unique lifestyle circumstances that face military and veteran children and youth. We also wanted to make school counselors aware of some of the resources that are out there for them to provide services to these children and youth, as well as practical tips. To help them integrate into the school community.
So Nora, why is it so important? I mean, obviously, do children have a difficulty being part of a military family?
Well, historically, military children grew up on a base and school was provided there and all the teachers knew all about their life and their experience. And now we have about 64,000 military children and then over 100,000 children part of veteran families. And they're attending local community schools in neighborhoods from coast to coast to coast. And so now teachers, principals, school counselors, as well as family physicians and early childhood educators, they're all coming in contact with military and veteran children and have no military literacy. They don't understand the language or the acronyms or the difference between a posting and a deployment. They don't know how frequently they move or what the unique circumstances are that military and veteran families experience with moves and separation and reunification and high-risk jobs. And so they might be in your classroom and you're unaware that they come from military veteran families, or you might not understand what that means.
Okay, so then Kim, what would make a child, what would they be up against compared to a child that's not part of a military family?
Sure. Well, Nora's mentioned a couple of some of those unique circumstances, but one would certainly be postings across the country and outside of the country as well.
They're moving all the time, right?
Yeah, for sure. Well, about 1/4 of military families have experienced 3 or more postings. So you know, you're going to a new school, you're getting used to a new curriculum, new friends, new teachers, new sports. So particularly at the high school level, of course, this becomes a bit of a challenge because these young people need to meet certain requirements in order to attain their high school graduation. So we would certainly encourage school counselors to be working with those youth in terms of looking at what the requirements are. But of course, the social integration as well is very important when you're having those moves. Deployments. And often these deployments are, well, first of all, it's a lengthy separation between a parent and the rest of the family, but also if that deployment is to a high-risk, volatile situation, then there's the stress that's associated with that.
Yeah.
And then there's the return to the parent, to the family unit, and really
so there really is a lot
that
they're up against, that, you know,
Yes.
their classmates, their teachers, their counselors don't even, are probably not aware of. Kim, you're actually part of a military family, so you have 2 children?
I do, yeah.
So have you noticed these stresses and struggles with your kids?
Well, I mean, we've lived through a deployment, we've lived through a few postings, and so my children would certainly experience, you know, those challenges as other military children would. But really, it's about the support within the school community, the teachers, the counselors, and really rallying around those children too.
So Nora, how do we get more information? Say I'm watching this right now, and, you know, I'm either part of a military family or I'm an educator. How do we get this information?
Well, there's 2 ways. This particular resource for school counselors working with military and veteran families is available online through the Vanier Institute website, through CCPA website. You can also get it through the Military Family Services and the Military Family Resource Centers. We're also making it available to schools across the country, so your school counselors will likely already have a resource available.
That's wonderful.
And if you want more, there's lots more where that came from.
That's wonderful. And of course, we have a beautiful book right here, Military and Their Veteran Families. Thank you, and have a great day.